Welcome back, everyone, and thank you for joining me for another fascinating driver's eye view journey across Scotland's railway network. Today, we're travelling on one of Scotland's most important freight routes, beginning at Mossend EuroTerminal in North Lanarkshire and heading all the way to Falkland Yard at Newton-on-Ayr, just north of Ayr. This is a route that combines busy freight operations, historic railway infrastructure, spectacular Scottish scenery, and over 180 years of railway history. So sit back, relax, and enjoy the journey from the driver's seat. Our journey begins here at Mossend EuroTerminal, one of the busiest freight terminals anywhere in Scotland. This huge logistics hub handles container trains arriving from ports across Britain, as well as services travelling to and from England and mainland Europe. Every day, intermodal trains, engineering trains, and heavy bulk freight pass through this impressive complex, making it one of the beating hearts of Scotland's rail freight network. As we leave the terminal behind, we join the busy railway around Mossend Yard, another location that has played an essential role in Britain's freight operations for decades. This area has evolved from traditional marshalling yards into a modern freight centre that keeps Scotland supplied with everything from containers and steel to timber and construction materials. Soon, we're travelling through Bellshill before reaching the Whifflet line, a route with an industrial heritage stretching back to the 19th century. Much of this railway was originally built to serve Lanarkshire's rich coalfields, ironworks and heavy industries, transporting millions of tons of coal that helped power Britain's industrial revolution. Although many of the mines have long disappeared, the railway remains as important as ever for modern freight traffic. Passing through Whifflet, Kirkwood and Bargeddie, it's worth remembering that this area was once covered with collieries, steelworks and engineering factories. Today, the landscape has changed dramatically, with housing, business parks, and regenerated communities replacing many of those industries. But the railway continues to tell the story of Scotland's industrial past. As we continue towards Baillieston and Mount Vernon, the scenery gradually changes. The dense industrial landscape gives way to greener surroundings, while modern passenger services share the route with heavy freight trains like ours. Watching freight and passenger trains working together on these busy lines is always a highlight for railway enthusiasts. Approaching Carmyle, the River Clyde begins to make its presence felt. The railway follows one of Scotland's greatest rivers, which has shaped the history, economy and development of Glasgow for centuries. From shipbuilding to commerce, the Clyde has always been at the centre of Scottish life. Our train now heads towards Polmadie, another location famous throughout the railway world. Polmadie has long been one of Scotland's principal railway depots, home over the years to steam locomotives, diesel fleets, and today's modern ScotRail trains. It remains one of the country's most important maintenance depots, ensuring trains are ready to carry passengers safely every day. Not far beyond lies Shields Road, another well-known railway location. Alongside its freight facilities, the area is also home to the Glasgow subway depot, where Scotland's unique underground railway is maintained. Few places in Britain showcase so many different types of railway operation within such a small area. Leaving Glasgow behind, our route begins heading southwest along the historic Glasgow, Paisley, Kilmarnock and Ayr Railway. Opened in stages during the late 1830s, this was one of Scotland's pioneering main railways and played a crucial role in connecting Glasgow with the Ayrshire coast. Even today, much of our journey follows alignments first established nearly 2 centuries ago. Soon we pass Paisley, one of Scotland's historic towns, famous worldwide for its textile industry and the distinctive Paisley pattern. The railway through here remains extremely busy, with frequent passenger services sharing the tracks alongside freight traffic. As we continue south, the landscape begins to open up beautifully. rolling farmland replaces urban development, and on clear days, the distant hills of Ayrshire provide a magnificent backdrop to the journey. This contrast between city, countryside and coastline is one of the reasons this route is so enjoyable to travel. Further south, we pass through Kilwinning, one of Scotland's oldest settlements, before continuing towards Troon and Prestwick. Railway enthusiasts will know that Ayrshire has one of the richest railway histories anywhere in Britain, with early railways built to transport coal from inland mines to the ports on the Firth of Clyde. The nearby Kilmarnock and Troon Railway was one of Scotland's earliest railways and helped pioneer steam railway development. Prestwick is another fascinating location. As we approach Prestwick Town and Prestwick International Airport, you'll notice the railway running remarkably close to the airport itself. It's one of the few airports in the United Kingdom to have its own dedicated railway station directly connected to the terminal, making it especially popular with travellers and rail enthusiasts alike. Beyond Prestwick, the railway begins hugging the Ayrshire coastline more closely. Depending on the weather, wonderful views across the Firth of Clyde begin to appear. On exceptionally clear days, it's sometimes possible to see the Isle of Arran rising dramatically from the sea, providing one of the finest railway panoramas in Scotland. As we approach Newton-on-Ayr, we enter an area steeped in railway history. The line here has served freight traffic for well over 160 years, supporting coal exports, harbour traffic, and industries throughout Ayrshire. Our destination is Falkland Yard, one of Scotland's historic freight yards. Developed around Falkland Junction during the 19th century, the yard became a major centre for coal traffic, serving Ayr Harbour and connecting with the Ayr and Dalmellington Railway. At its peak, thousands of wagons passed through here, exporting Ayrshire coal around Britain and across the world. While freight traffic has reduced considerably since the decline of the coal industry, Falkland Yard remains an important operational railway location and a reminder of Scotland's industrial heritage. For railway enthusiasts, this entire journey offers something truly special. Modern freight operations, historic main lines, classic signalling, busy junctions, industrial heritage, passenger services, beautiful countryside, and magnificent coastal scenery, all combine to create one of Scotland's most rewarding railway routes. Whether your passion is heavy freight, railway history, infrastructure, signalling, or simply enjoying Scotland's incredible landscapes from the cab of a locomotive, this is certainly a journey that deserves a place on every rail enthusiast's must-watch list. We've now arrived safely at Falkland Yard, bringing our journey from Mossend EuroTerminal to Newton-on-Ayr to an end. I hope you've enjoyed travelling along this fascinating route as much as I have enjoyed bringing it to you. If you did enjoy the video, please give it a like, share it with your fellow railway enthusiasts, and don't forget to subscribe to the channel for many more driver's eye view journeys, railway history features and exclusive cab rides from across Britain. Thank you very much for watching, and until next time, take care, stay safe, and I'll see you on the next railway adventure.